Okay, this video is for the Rainbow Camera Club for the June 2016 Panorama motivational theme. A panorama is a wide-angled view of something. There's two ways of doing this, or two basic ways. One is to use a wide-angled lens. The other is to stand as far back as possible from the image that you want to take, and the third way is to take separate images and stitch them together with some sort of program. Mobile phones will often do this for you, otherwise you could use a program like Photoshop to stitch separate images together. I'll look at that in another video. In this video I'm just going to crop an image that has been taken from a distance. So I shall start Photoshop, and then I shall open my image. So I shall go to File, Open, and I need to find my image. Now Photoshop has remembered where the image was because I was looking at this same image the last time I used Photoshop. But if I couldn't find it, I'd need to know where it was. And I know it's on my desktop. I know it's in a folder called Panorama that I made. And I know it's in the one for cropped. The photo merged one has separate images that I took that I shall maybe stitch together in another video. So I need to open the cropped folder, find the original image and open it. And there we have an image of the financial district of Frankfurt in Germany, seen across the river Main. And I want to really just crop this to maybe include the boats, or maybe a crop somewhere like that. You see my mouse moving about. First thing I need to do is to find the crop tool, which is there, and click on it. Now it's remembered again that I did a panorama the last time I used Photoshop, but it may well be that on yours it comes up as unconstrained or original ratio. The original ratio is 3:2. A panorama should at least be twice as wide as it is tall to give the effect of the panorama. So I want to crop this one 2 units wide, 1 unit high, and you'll see that my crop box has now come round to that proportion. I'll just put my mouse on and push up to the top because I really want the top of the buildings in, and then I can use the corner handles to crop out bits that I don't want. So there's my first skyscraper on the right hand side. There's my first skyscraper on the left hand side. So I'm fairly happy with that crop. So all I need to do is to click the tick box. And there's my cropped image. If I just press Ctrl+0, it will fill the full screen. Happy enough with that. There might be a few other things I'd want to do to it, but maybe take out this line here. But we'll not worry about things like that in this video. Because this is for a motivational theme, I want it 1024 pixels wide on the longest edge. So I need to go to Image and Image Size and resize it. And you'll see here it's over 5000 pixels wide. I have constrained proportions ticked. That means that I won't stretch it like a piece of elastic or anything when I resize it. So if I just, where it says 5024, it's selected in blue, If it wasn't selected in blue, I would just drag my mouse over it to select it. Make sure it's pixels. It is. It's not percent, so it's pixels. And change the 5082 to 1024. Just type it in and it's automatically changed the height for me. So I just click OK on that. Looks awful small on the screen now, but Control and 0 to make it fill the full screen. There's my final image. I now need to save it, and when I save it, I need to be careful that I don't overwrite the existing file. So I'm going to go to File and Save As. And it now wants to know where I want to save it. It's actually offering to save it in the same folder as the original image, but it's offering to save it as a Photoshop in Photoshop format, a PSD file. I don't know whether that's because that's the last thing. The last time I saved an image, I saved it in that. But however, what I need to do is to drop this list down, the downward pointing arrow here, and choose JPEG. And currently, it's still got the same name, file name, as the original file. I want to change that. So I shall just click after the name, before the .jpg. That might not show up on your computer, the .jpg. It depends upon how you have your computer set up. And then I shall just put a space and write cropped. You could write anything you want there. You could have said Panorama. Doesn't really matter. It's now got a new name and it's been saved in the same folder as the original image. So if I click save, because it's a JPEG, it'll want to know the quality. Maximum quality it's offering 550.6 kilobytes. I could go to a medium quality, 130 kilobytes, or I could drag the slider up and down, low, medium, different numbers in the quality box. I'll leave it as maximum 12 and just click OK. And it's been saved. If I go to my desktop now, which is where my folder was, and open my Panorama folder, and it was the cropped one. In the original, I've got two images now. I've got the cropped image and the original image. Open it in my normal viewer, double click. That's the cropped image. That was the original image. Cropped, original. The cropped looks far more like a panorama than the original. So that's it. I can close Photoshop now. File, exit. It'll probably ask me if I want to save the changes to the original file. I don't, because I've saved them separately. So no, Photoshop is closed, and I can now stop this recording.